Greetings everyone, and welcome to another episode of Colonel Comics Reads. On this episode, we're looking at The Immortal Hulk, number 4. So we're getting quite along in the series here, and some stuff is finally starting to happen maybe. We're kind of getting on the tail of Bruce Banner as he's rampaging his way across the country. And this young black reporter woman seems to be becoming the main character for the moment. And as we'll see as we get into the book, she is accompanied by none other than the masturbation monster from last time. So that's excellent. She can finally bring that monster to heel and reclaim something from the patriarchy. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so Al Ewing, of course, has me blocked, so I don't know why I'm still buying this book, except out of a sense of extreme progressivism. I do want this book to succeed, of course, because, I mean, if it can't succeed when all the customer base is blocked, how will it succeed, really? I mean, what are the criteria, does it need to succeed? Like actual unblocked customers that you can interact with? I think not. I should hope not, anyway. I mean, good God, the amount of people I've blocked. It's a wonder that I've got any followers at all, really. So anyway, let's get into the book and sort of have a look at, what we've got here. So we've got, of course, an ad, a blank page for all the purposes. Come on. Okay, so she's at an airport basically trying to justify her travel expenses to her boss, although she's already taken the flight, so I guess it's a moot point at this sort of juncture. And the masturbation monster comes basically right up to her, thrusting his groin in her general direction. She doesn't take the bait, of course. She's a smart, diverse woman, so he's trying to get all slick and jiggy with her, and they take a bit of a road trip, trying to find Bruce. He claims that he can find Bruce based upon the Gamma signature, whatever that may be. I don't know what Gamma has to do with it, but they start talking about their time in college, in university. So suddenly he grows 3 sizes larger. I swear to God, he's a massive beast right here compared to what seems like a skinny little frail man before. And then it comes, it's sort of revealed that he's a little bit jealous of the brains of Bruce. Well, he's only got, he's only mildly intelligent, but he has the brawn. Of course, some of us were born with neither brains nor brawn, and so we became progressive. Anyway, so that's my story. I won't dwell on that too much. I mean, we're doing a comic review here. We're not talking about my life. So Bruce is a little bit jealous here because he feels that this man, and he's got, well, I was going to say women, but that's obviously another dude. He's catching all the ladies, and he's getting in on his smarts. Get away, he says. They're my book smarts. You can't have them. So he's bragging about that, and there's a little bit of some diversity perhaps going on here. He's like gesturing down to his groin, and he's like, "Oh, Bruce, purple. Purple is a swell color. It's it's quite diverse. Yeah, I'm gonna give some claps for that. And so, anyway, as they're driving, they start getting more, into the Hulk and what happened, and turns out this man, he didn't want the ladies anymore. I guess once he saw those purple pants, he'd had enough of those. He wanted to get really diverse. He wanted to get green. He was green with envy, you might even say. And so he tried to basically, gamify himself, and turned into the masturbation monster. Because once you're done with women, I mean, that's really all you had left. I mean, Bruce wasn't giving him any attention in that department. So then he's all these pent-up sexual frustration and rage basically just burst out into this hairy monstrosity. And so she's a little bit shocked by that. We go through. We see a bit more of Bruce there. I won't dwell on that too much. They start talking about how it wasn't enough that he was transformed into this beast. No, there was some sort of extra dimensional being that possessed him as well, just to make it extra. The Hulk wasn't enough, so we'll make him big and we'll make him possessed as well. He just seems to be getting to the full realization that he was actually possessed. He's like, whoa, dude, I'm possessed. Anyway, he's free of that now, of course. He's all happy. He's happy in the next panel, but yeah, a bit of a shock across his face there. And we come to the scene of the dastardly deed that Bruce has wrought. Of course, toxic masculinity causes a bit of a rampage wherever it goes. It's a bit of an issue. It's a long-running issue with the patriarchy, but one that the diverse woman and the masturbation monster are willing to resolve at all costs. And first they have to take a trip to a bar, though. I mean, you've got to take a break. Got to have a drink, of course. You've got to be nice and sloshed before you start going out looking for a big green monster. So it starts to get really Canadian through here. Not this part, but as we get through to the next part, he tries to bake up a bar fight. Come on, fellas, let's take it easy. Of course, one of them, Nose Strap, he pulls out a knife and kablam! Stabs the man. Doesn't he know that the Sasquatch is the, no, he doesn't. And of course, nothing happens for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why he doesn't transform after being stabbed, almost fatally in the back there. But they freak out, call an ambulance, and get him, sort of off to the hospital, where he's sort of fading away. It turns out, of course, that, again, really Canadian through here. Where have we got it? Where is it? Oh, yeah, I know him, big orange fella, usually. And the doctors, blood's in play. Boy, he's opened up right here. Oh, yeah, hope nobody had plans. Strange, very strange. Just those two people, very Canadian. Strange, even the doctors, not very professional, if you ask me. Not very. Okay, and then Bruce actually comes. He comes right here. He's followed the gamma signature, the trail, the snail trail that the masturbation monster has left. Bruce has followed it right here. But of course, he's here to warn her because at night, that's the best time for him to strike. So being stabbed and the doctors not being able to do anything, they're calling a code or whatever it is, the time of death. He starts to transform. The beast starts to emerge. I mean, we can all relate with that, can't we? Late at night when you're lying in bed, sometimes the urges, they just overwhelm you. It's hard to control. It doesn't take a knife in the back, to really have to understand that. And, the warnings come, he's bursting forth, and all horrified. I don't know what this man's doing. He's gesturing something right there. The beast is revealed. Yeah, quite the reverse. Good God, what is going to happen next? Time of death. Oh, very spicy, very spicy. Now, we come to my favorite part of the review here. We kind of end there with, it's supposed to be a story about the Hulk. There doesn't seem to be a lot of hulking going on in this series so far. It seems to be kind of, more sort of about Bruce from someone else's perspective most of the time. So that's, it's quite good, actually. The less we see of this raging patriarchal beast, the better, if you ask me. Now, let's get into some diversity tips through here, and let's just kind of see how we can make some improvements. Of course, as I've said, less of this green beast. We don't need to see that. Maybe just remove him and put another car in here, or better yet, have the black woman driving a car through here. Even better, that would scream Immortal Hulk, huh? The hulking form of progressivism racing through the streets. That's what it is. Now again, this man here, why not have him, I don't know, why not have him sitting down and not look like he's just mansplaining to this woman? I mean, that right there, that's a big flag. We get a whole full page, basically, of him mansplaining to her, and look at his body language through there. I mean, could that be any more aggressive? I doubt it. I mean, in my experience, I would be cowering in fear if someone came up to me like that. Hand in pocket, he could have a gun in there. You don't know. You don't know. White man approaches me on the street. I know. I'm terrified. Now we come through here again. Everyone's white. What's with this? Can we not get some more diversity in here? What, black women were invented in 2018? I don't think so. I don't think so. I found out about them in 2016. So we come through. Now, this is alright. We get some more diversity here. We get a white man turning green. We get a white man turning Sasquatch. That's something. Another black family. Of course, the black family here is shown, of course, in dire straits. I mean, we can't show them being successful. No, we have to show them being attacked by the Hulk. That's, a way to victimize, people who are already victims of the state. I mean, do we really need that? I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe let's make this a cowering white family. Maybe let's have like 3 generations worth as well. Now, we need to start making up for some history, if you ask me. As we come through, it doesn't get too bad here. I mean, of course, we end up here with a lot of destruction. Thankfully, of course, the majority of white people around, so I assume it's all their property that's destroyed. So that's commendable. That's commendable. We're starting to, again, rebalance everything here, redistribute the wealth. That's, always good in my book. Again, we get to these white people starting a fight. He looks a little diverse. We'll call him white, though. I mean, let's pull a George Zimmerman on him, shall we? And, let's just flat out call him white. I mean, the moment he pulled out a knife was the moment that, his Latinx sort of history just went out the door, really. Went out the window. He is full-on white at this point. Now, of course, they start a fight, as is usual for, the white race. and stabbing him. Look, that's okay. I mean, it's not, it's not any sort of minority on minority violence here. It's white on white violence. So, again, rebalancing, redistributing the numbers or the facts, as they call them. We're just going to get those sort of towards 2018 standards, So through the hospital here, finally, some diversity. Yes, excellent. This is great. Actually having a job, that's something. That is something. And with the Bruce, so that's basically the end of the book there. I mean, and that's really the end of my diversity tips. Of course, we get the angry white man at the end of the book there too. But you can only ask for so much really with these books. I mean, it is a Marvel book as well, so there it is. We do get some. They're trying to push forward a bit as much as they can anyway. I mean, they're not like the racist and bigoted DC company, sticking with all of their primarily white characters. This book is really, we're starting to push the envelope here, starting to really kind of get everything going. So, commendable. I would rate this, I guess, a 7 out of 5. I think it really gets the +2 points for some of my diversity tips. And really, my rating at the end of the day is the only rating that matters. All right, everybody. Until the next episode of Colonel Comics Reads, Colonel Comics away!